Hi, I'm Greg Hall. In this video, I'm going to show you how I back up my two primary databases in the cloud into Google Drive and to my external hard drive. So this video is primarily for myself. In case I forget in the future, I can always go to this how-to video to jar my memory. So let's get started. So the first thing, let me open Explorer. Oops, one's open already. So in my C drive, my hard drive, in MVC Dev, I have two projects in Visual Studios that I need to back up. Let's say I finish, if I have any database, I finish updating the database from Microsoft SQL Server, or made any changes in Visual Studios, and I want to back it up now. So there's two projects I'm always backing up. MVC Data, this project folder here, Visual Studios 2019, and MVC_Stage, Visual Studios 2019. And first of all, I zip these folders. So let me delete these guys. These are older ones, older folders. So I'll zip this. So MVC Data and MVC Stage. So I am going to delete that, show more options, and delete. So that's deleted. And so I am going to go to MVC Data, Visual Studios 2019, right click, and compress to zip file. So that's compressing. And I'm going to MVC Stage, Visual Studios 2019, right click, and clicking on compress to zip files, to zip file. So as you can see, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time this time. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. It's going to take some time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this zip file complete, both of these guys, for my MVC_Data and my MVC_Stage MD, Stage MD. So those are my two projects that I'm always backing up. So I'm going to back up these two guys to the clouds, to Google Drive, and I'm going to back it up to my external drive, but I have to let this complete. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to back this up, to zip these two files, and I'll be back once it's done. So we're back. My files have been zipped. So if I go to my File Explorer, and I go to C, and it's MVC_Dev. You can see these two files have been zipped. MVC_Stage, VS 2019, and MVC_Data. So Stage has really important stuff. If I go to my Task Manager, I have really important items there, really important stuff. And MVC_Data is my demo site. So what this has, let me just show you really quick. That's really important. These are two project folders that also contain the databases. So I'm using Microsoft SQL Server. Let's go to Google Chrome. I'll show you what I mean by that. Launch this guy, my Greg Hall 9999 account, and localhost. And this is my landing page. So when you launch my landing page, you'll see a different background. So for example, let me refresh this. You can see this. You might see, let me keep on refreshing it, or you might see this. My favorite one is the one you saw right now, saw earlier when it first launched, but it's random. The background's coming randomly. So I have my demo site here. This is localhost on my hard drive, and this is my staging site, which has important stuff. When I go to my task manager, I can look up a lot of really important stuff in there. So remember my demo site, it's the same as my Unalisa.net. So this is where I develop it. This is my localhost. So I can click here, demo site, and bypass the login screen. You have my task manager here, stuff in Tableau here. If I click here, it's going to go to Tableau. I can select items here. For example, this is Tableau Public. So I select, these are my categories I selected. I can post these guys. So I have my demo site here, Tableau stuff. I can select items here, get my ins and outs, word cloud. Let me close this guy. And it also, let me go back home. It also has my video interface here. And this is the same as my unilisa.net, http:// unilisa.net, unilisa.net, so unilisa.net. So this is my website, bypasses the login screen, my task manager, Tableau stuff, other things too, other samples, a lot of IntelliRect. It has my video interface here where I can look up videos here, just typing in text here, or search by emoji. So it has that, like my how-to, and I can select a how-to video and then play it. Hi, I'm Greg Hahn. So get that. So it has that, and it also has my important stuff here, where I can go here and log in with my user ID and password, go to my task manager, and I can look up stuff here, right over here. I can search anything that contains and look up really important items here. So it has all that. So those are my zip files. So what I'm going to do, once it's zipped, I would take these guys, right click, I would copy it. I can do a Control-C, but I'll just do it this way, copy, and paste it into my external drive, my Seagate backup drive. It's in the E drive right now, and I would go to MVC Dev, and I'll just go in there and Control-V to paste, replace, and it is copying those two project zip files over. Takes a little bit of time. It's gonna take some time this time to copy my zip files over to my backup E drive. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is go to Google Drive. So I have a Google account for my staging site, my Greg Hall 999, and I also have a Google account, email account for my data or my demo site, the MVC_data, and I put that on Greg 9999 Mac, that account, that Google site. So I'm finished. I'll just minimize this guy, and let's go. Since I'm already on my Greg Hall 9999 account, I would go to Google Drive. Google Drive is already right there, and all I have to do is go to my drive or sign in my drive, either one. Go to home. Once I go home, make sure you're at home. It's right here, MVC_stage. All I have to do is go here, click on those three dots, file information, and go to manage versions. Right? Notice I have two files here. So this is the file that has my project zip file. And the reason why I have this file, this is more, you can say like a dummy file, and that's because if I delete this guy, if I didn't have the other file and I delete this guy, which I will, delete forever, what happens is that you would lose this whole thing here, right? I would lose my MVC_stage, and I don't want to lose that. So I put like a dummy file, you could say here. And now I can upload the new version, upload, right here, MVC_stage, that zip file. I just double click here, and it is updating. It'll take some time. It's gonna take some time this time. And now, let me just minimize this. I'll go to another Google account, another email, Greg Hall, or Greg9999 Mac, double click here. Let's maximize this guy. Go to Google, I'll have it Google Drive here. And I can click on sign in. You can see it right over here, or yeah, just make sure you're home. And I have MVC_data here. I'll click on the three dots, file information, and manage versions. And so I'll delete this guy, delete forever. And again, I have a dummy file here on purpose, because if you didn't, and I deleted that file, you would lose this guy here. You would lose this. So right now I can upload this file. So it's MVC_data, which is my project folder for my demo site. And yeah, it's uploading right now. It will take some time to upload to the clouds. So again, I already backed it up to my external drive, and now I'm uploading it to the clouds, to Google Drive. And it's free, right? So pretty cool. So you might ask, why not just put it in one Google account? And that's because I didn't do that because there's limitations for every account, right? So I separate it. In fact, I have a Greg Hall rent to tenants account too for my renting information, and I back it up there. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's going to take some time, and yeah, so that's how I back up my stuff. Back it up to the clouds and my external drive. So thanks for watching.